Charlie Yankee Yankee Echo traffic -10 taking off runway 22 south departure. Edmonton Center -10 is climbing through 1,500 feet for 5,000 feet.
Kosh 10 Edmonton Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Well, hello everyone, it's CCAS Shaming. Didn't realize my mic was muted. And, we are, flying to, Fort St. John. Whatever. And, for that reason, my mic is muted. So, I'll be cutting this part out up to this point. And so, it's been a pretty uneventful flight. We're still about still about 3/4 of the way there. Or we're about a quarter of the way there now. And, still about 38 minutes or so. SpaceX is launching their Starship in about 4 minutes. They have the launch scheduled. So, I've been paying attention all day. And we're getting ready to finish up we're kind of doing a little hop down to the south now. I flew all the way up to the north. And then we ended up having to go back down to the south because you can't go. You can only go up north up far enough, and then you have to go back down south. Which reminds me, I'm gonna get my de-icing stuff on. Forgot about that. It's very important. Luckily, didn't freeze up my wings quite yet, so I think we should be able to get away with that. And yeah, got our throttle all set up right, and got these backup instruments. We got our artificial horizon there. I believe this is also artificial horizon. I'm not sure. That's basically the electric version of it. Got our altimeter, and we got our torque, which we can turn down. But no, it's Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not gonna kill us. Oh, SpaceX is 6 minutes away from launching their Starship. It's very cool. So, yeah, I would actually say you should watch that before you finish up this, but yep. So, I was reading the Discord messages I had set up. Yeah, we're gonna continue. Looking outside, just enjoying the view of the thing as is Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's still amazing how I still couldn't turn up my graphics settings, but my task manager is. Oh, I might be able to actually. My GPU is only running 40%, and it's displaying this. So that's pretty good. And yeah, we're just continuing on our way. And let's turn off that yoke. I don't like seeing the yokes. Just make sure everything else looks good on the torque. 35 minutes, roughly. before we reach the airport. We're going to have to join in to approach a little bit before that. We should get our approach vectors before about 30 miles, nautical miles or so away. It's just going to send us to our now turn on heading mode. I get our ILS set all back up once we are told we'll be getting the ILS approach, or maybe we won't even have ILS and we'll have to do a visual runway, which I do have the actual runway, the artificial runway slope guide, only because it's a little bit better, and plus, it tells you if you're going too fast or too slow. Generally, I landed too fast. Still 3 minutes, 30 seconds away from Starship launch. So, this is real time. I'm sure by the time you've watched it, it's probably already launched. But, we're going to continue on our flight planned route for now. Once we, because this is going to take us going over the airport, our marker before this, generally when you get to your last, flight plan marker, and then you'll go to your approach. However, this time we're just going to be going straight off into our, flight plan. We're going to go straight off to the approach because we don't have any other markers for our flight plan. It's just a view for our flight. And, I don't know what to say. I'm so amazed at the visual quality of this. We get a much more powerful CPU here eventually, and it'll look a lot better. My CPU is just really the bottleneck here. I'm gonna mute my mic. Alright, so update on SpaceX. Right now they are holding for whatever reason. And now they're waiting for a new T0. So I'll continue to be talking now, but and anyways, so I don't know why they haven't said over their stream yet, but they just have a little overlay saying clock pause, standing back for new T0, and you know, we're still
1-0 contact Edmonton Center on
123.425.
Edmonton Center, United 2865 is out of flight level 340 for 10,000 feet.
I'll wait for them.
United 2865 Edmonton Center, continue as planned.
123.425. Good.
123.425-10.
Okay, so it's the contact them.
Edmonton Center -10 5,000 feet.
Dash 10 Edmonton Center, continue
Oh, wow.
as planned. Altimeter 30.13.
So you have to adjust our altimeter now. Took me a little bit to learn that this was actually a thing. So let's go back on altitude hold mode. Lucky for SpaceX, this is still pretty earlier in the window. I think they have another 1 hour and 50 minutes ish. So it's not like they don't have enough. That's not like they don't have time. But there is a lot to. And saying, yeah, they're holding at 2 minutes and 6 seconds currently. So who knows? Maybe the pressure wasn't right, or you know, they had a Raptor board with under a second, with like 2 seconds to go. So yesterday. So then, you know, that could always be the same thing. But you know, just gonna keep on flying. We're under 30 minutes out now from our destination. So. And yeah. We're just gonna kind of cruise along. Still pretty we're a little low, but you know, compared to the ground, we should be fine. I flew over worse. That where they're telling me that they're trying to theoretically yell at me just to descend when there's clearly a mountain ahead of me once or twice in this game. So the ATC is definitely not refined. It definitely was a little confused, but you know. We're about, like you can see, we're about 77 miles away. So, and I've had it happen where they've told me my approach with, I think it's generally around like 72 nautical miles, but I may not be in the airspace yet. Or it might not be in the airspace yet where the air traffic control has the authority to tell me what to approach. So we'll just have to wait and see how that all works out. No. Definitely am waiting for the Starship launch. It's been a thing I've been waiting for now for the last 2 days. You know, especially over the last month, I've been waiting for it. It was 15 kilometer hop, but they determined the winds and whatever they wanted to only do a 12.5 kilometer hop. So we'll have to see how that goes. And they're still trying to determine T0, so that's just the way it is. Until then, we're just gonna be continuing our flight. It's about 25 minutes. That was exactly 25 minutes. Our time till arrive. I'm not sure what it is. ETE. Time to. It's not intersect. It's TTE. Time. Like I can understand like TRT at time. Time for. No. No wind. So it's really just a calm day out. Actually, let's turn on the wind. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Generally, I like to turn on wind. But there we go. And you know, that's the thing that's been SpaceX's abilities to pause their clocks whenever they want to, because it's their test. It's their testing. As long as it fits within the window, they should be fine. You know. They said they still have about an hour 45 minutes left in their window, so it could be much later. You know. Okay. Oh, let's go back up. So, why did my plane want to do that? I don't know. It does that randomly sometimes. Now I stabilized it. It's ready to it's gonna try to approach back to where I have it hold its altitude at. I'm really not sure why it does that. It's gonna do it again, isn't it? Nope. Decided to pitch back up and climb back in and get altitude. So looks like it's doing. It looks like it's getting back. So maybe just had a little hiccup there, but it's weird. It does that. But we're still continuing our way. Didn't cause any issues. And see if there's anything in the chat still. Nope, nothing yet. CYXJ is still standing by for new T0. So, and we're just kind of messing around at this point. Yeah, I have a good feeling that our airport is not in this air traffic or air traffic controller's airspace, because generally it'll tell us. But right as soon as I enter the airspace, port approach, I'll get. So that tells me we are not in there yet. So it'll be interesting to see what airspace we, how many more times we'll have to switch. I think it's only going to be one more time we're going to have to switch frequencies, but you know, could be multiple times. Well, our official horizon so far doesn't say we have any hills, nor do I see any hills. And the farther south we go, might be a little bit farther west too. I'm not sure. There are these great big hills, but so far it just looks like a lot of rivers. The more SpaceX kind of waits, the more I'll be talking to y'all. So maybe this is your advantage. Who knows? But we're just kind of flying around. There isn't really anything quite yet. And down Steel's Hills about 56 nautical miles out, so it's gonna be pretty easy to say. I might not have it. I'm seeing a river dropping while we save it. Have my hand on my for the alarm started to go off, so I had to pull out of its set. And it just restabilizes itself. It's the weirdest thing. Like, I think maybe I should just have to oh, we're ascending again. But to pull on the top, it's descent. So I'm just confused. I'm not quite sure what's going on. But so far it's becoming a there we go, it looks like it's kind of stabilized itself again. So, you know, not the worst thing in the world. We are
Giant 8707 heavy contact Edmonton Center on 132.875.
there's another plane in this airspace that's changing frequencies.
Going to 132.875 Giant 8707 heavy.
Well, they are leaving their airspace and hand it off to another person. We're under 50 nautical miles out now, so it's about 17 minutes for every 50 nautical miles. So we're not that far away, really. Pretty much further away. Oh, give me a second here. I'll be back. Alright, so SpaceX is just
10, you are 46 miles north.
there we go.
Speed below 210 knots, expect art and runway 21 approach by a Rickett transition. Cleared to Rickett.
Running now to approach.
Keep speed below 210 knots, expect expect RNet runway 21 approach via Reykjavik transition cleared to Reykjavik cache 10.
To request our next vector.
Edmonton Center dash 10 requesting vector to next waypoint.
Should be.
Cache 10, continue to right
Yeah.
turning and following heading 125.
So we're gonna follow our heading here. SpaceX just announced that their new T0 is in
Continue
18
to Reykjavik
minutes.
turning and following heading 125 to
So.
cache 10.
I'll put that in this one. I see it's the setting, isn't it? Yep. Okay, we're just gonna get our next heading. We're gonna get our heading marker right. So the new T0 is in over an hour and 20 minutes. So turn on heading mode. It's sending us pretty far up, so let's see if this will fix it. There, we're gonna have to help it out just a little bit more. There we go. So it's gonna be adjusting our course. And what runway do they want us to clear our nav? So we do not have the ILS approach, which is okay. We will just have to fly normally. And I'm going to be flying a little bit more east than what we would have to, because we're just flying straight to the airport. You have to get we have to get ourselves lined up with our runway and all that other stuff. So can I program this into the flight plan actually? Oh, I can. I can go and well, I'm gonna program this thing in here and see if that's what R I. Let's go back. Rick. Oh, past I. Yep. Oh, yeah, we're. Never knew they could do this. I just happened to realize that this was a thing. Oh, let's go back one more. Oh, it's way back here. Reich of. RIKOV. It appears it's not in here. RIKOV.
Edmonton Center dash 10
I must make sure it's
requesting
the right
vector to
waypoint,
next
so.
Cache 10, continue to Reykjavik turning and following heading 125.
No, it's the so we don't got that one in here.
Turning and following heading 125 to cache
So.
10.
and then the chat know how this is gonna work. I don't want to mess up anything, so just gonna go in there and clear that out. Thought maybe I can program it to the flight computer, but I can't, so. We're just gonna continue on our flight plan. And just gonna follow heading 125. And eventually should give us a little waypoint marker eventually here, because that's 125. So just make sure to not change it up. This can get a little annoying, but
Edmonton Center -10 requesting vector to
Go
next
next way.
waypoint.
and it's maybe 1, 2.
Dash 10,
Yeah.
continue direct turning and following heading 125.
So once it figures it out, we're gonna.
Continue direct of turning and following
I thought
heading
there was already another
125
marker, so I was hoping it
10.
was just gonna change around behind it or something. So we're just gonna continue to fly in the direction of our what the air traffic controller is telling me. Hopefully it's the right one. Oh. This is kind of the reliance of planes on the air traffic controllers to make sure there's no issues with them. So. We're now about 4 nautical miles away from our flight path, and you can see our time till we get to the airport should start to slowly change. Yeah, oh, now it stopped increasing. Now it's going back down. Well, it did increase, so. My dog is still barking. Let's see how much more we are going to be going to the east before we head back. Turn back to the west because the airport is. So this is our way of going here. The airport's probably around right there. If I were to guess. We are pretty far east of the airfield, so slowly getting closer and closer to the airfield. So sun's all the way up there though. It would be interesting. Just waiting for the distance to the airfield. It's going to get smaller and it's going to get farther away now. I'm going to request another waypoint again if I don't have one by then. We're still getting closer, so I'm not too concerned about it right now. But so let's say something in Discord today. getting closer to the airfield. It's a pleasant surprise, but we'll eventually pass it. Well, a little bit before we pass it because it's a different angle. So where it's gonna be. Flying, and it says if you go straight to the airport now, we're about 5 minutes away, which is probably true. Doesn't take all that long to fly this distance. Like I said, if you're just joining us, we're on our approach. So we just have to. Oh, nope! I thought it went down. And 14 nautical miles away now, and still decreasing. So. Dash
10, climb and maintain 5,600 feet.
5,600 feet. Okay. I hit one to acknowledge that instruction.
Climb and maintain 5,600 feet, Cash 10.
And let's make sure that we're still on the white waypoint.
Edmonton Center, Dash 10, requesting
It's now
vector to next waypoint.
directly south of me.
Dash 10, continue to Calgary,
Ooh.
turning and following heading 115.
1-5. Let's acknowledge that instruction now.
Continue to Kelta, turning and following heading 115, Dash 10.
Let's see if I can program this into the flight plan. Flight plan. Nope. Won't let me program anything in here. So there we go. So it's gonna be Kelga. So K E oh, he's all the way up here. L.
Dash 10, you are 12 miles northeast of Charlie Yankee X-ray Juliet.
That's pretty accurate. Oh, it sounds like an approach.
Dash 10.
We're going to turn into the traffic here now. We're gonna clear out of this. Yeah. Oh, we're just going to turn off our flight plan now. We're going to announce our position.
Charlie
We're going
Yankee X-ray
to
Juliet, traffic Dash 10,
turn off
11
our.
miles northeast inbound RNAV runway 21.
I'm not sure what RNAV is. Not gonna lie. Is that the same as ILS? I wouldn't think so because it tells you ILS, and that's not ILS. So. No. Okay, we got our approach lined up now. So, to announce final once we get to our approach. And it's been a fairly uneventful flight now. We are still. I see the lights. We're gonna turn off our throttle because we're getting a warning for overspeed. So we'll abide. And turn back up on the throttle now. Overspeed again. Once we enter our approach. I'm going to be cutting the throttle entirely until it tells me I'm good with speed, which maybe never. So okay, we're lined up now. Once we hit the first red line, we're gonna announce run final. So it looks like it's gonna be about a 3-mile final. Maybe a little bit more than. I might be wrong, but it's looking pretty much like a 3-mile final. So. No, it's not quite a 3-mile final, but it's pretty close. It's going to 2.5-mile final. Not even that.
Charlie Yankee X-Ray Juliet traffic -10 is on final runway 21 to land.
Okay, we're gonna cut throttle all the way now. Copy lights 3 white still. Still have 3 white. Find the approach. It's pretty shallow. There we go. 2 white. I don't even worry about flaps because I can pretty much land these things wherever. Still 2 white. Oh, we got 1 white. There we go. 2 white. Landed. We're braking. Reverse. Reverse is off. And I'll pull off the runway here. This is actually a different runway. This is the other runway. I'm not quite sure if there's a taxiway here. You know, we're just gonna go through the grass. Why not? I hate taxiways. Just go through the grass and. There we go. And we're just gonna continue. Finish up our taxi. No, man, that's our clear the runway. We've been clear.
Charlie Yankee X-Ray Juliet traffic -10 is clear of the runway.
Okay, we're just gonna kind of park ourselves wherever. Oh, that forklift is on the move. Sure, I want to park right here, right next to this other. Okay. Nice, even wants us. They even got the people here. Nice. We found a parking spot. Yeah, we're here. So we're going to set the parking brake. And we're just going to kill the engine with mixture control. Okay, and that's it. Safety engine, turn off avionics 1 and 2. Oh, Microsoft Flight Simulator is going to log that as a flight. 1 hour, 16-minute flight. Or 1 hour flight, 16-second flight. So our total flight's already been 32 hours. Wow. Well, anyways, if you want to check out the SpaceX stream, that's the thing. 57 minutes is the launch from the time of recording this.